shouldn't you all get rid of the Capitol Hill exemption?
There isn't a Capitol Hill exemption.
There is a Capitol Hill exemption.
No, there's not. No,
yeah, because you guys were afraid of a brain drain.
No, you're not. This is not true. Here's what's in the bill.
Nancy Pelosi specifically asked Barack Obama for an exemption. Let me ask you this question,
Joe. Who are the only people in America that are required to purchase their insurance on the exchange? Who are the only ones?
Who?
Congress.
Congress and their staffs.
Okay.
We are the only ones required to purchase our insurance on the exchange. That's what's in the bill. Now, what they're trying to do is turn that into a notion that all of us should not get any employer contribution. Now, I don't know where everybody decided that it was immoral to take an employer contribution, and here's what I say to my friends on the Republican side. If they think it's immoral to take an employer contribution for health care, then they can stop today. Every single one of those guys can cut their salaries of their staff, remit that money to the Treasury.
That's exactly what
they
Bill
don't need
Bennett
an amendment.
and a lot of other people are saying. And by the way, David Vitter's out there trying to do this, and Ted Cruz is actually standing in his way, saying, no, we don't want to do it just for the Hill and the staff. We have to do it for all federal employees.
But this is what's really frustrating about this. The only thing that is happening here is the employer contribution. Instead of going on FEHB, which is the federal plan, we're going to be required to go to the exchange and buy our insurance. Now, should there be an employer contribution for that? I guess I'm fine if we don't have it, but I don't think it's fair to my staff. I've got a young lady that's working at the front desk in Washington, D.C., making $30,000 a year,
right?
You know, living like she's still in college, taking the metro. Should we deny her the employer contribution that every federal employee gets, even though she will have to take that contribution and go shop on the exchange, unlike anybody else in America? Nobody's required to shop on the exchange.
The federal employer.
Well, I mean, you're absolutely right. First of all, this was an amendment offered by Chuck Grassley as a way to get the Democrats, trip them up during the construction of health care reform. And when Senator Grassley first constructed this amendment, he actually, his staff, and I've reported this out, actually wanted to maintain the employer contribution. So what's happened is, basically, the laws reflected the wills of Senator Grassley's staff, and now it's being used against Democrats to seem like it's a benefit, some miraculous benefit given to members of Congress and their aides. It's not.